Oh, come over here. Come over here. You troublemaker, you. This sucker is the biggest troublemaker I have ever owned. I have never had more trouble. All right, this is Dad Random, and it is time for the ultimate range experience. This is the most remote spot that I have really to choose from. Craig said he'd be out with his bike this morning, and he told me he'd be out about 10 minutes ago. So what he does is he drives from the back country over there. There's an access, and then he drives his bike because it's much shorter to drive that direction. And then he meets me out there where that high point is, right at the top where that trail is. So if I fly right to there where the edge is, he picks me up from the edge of the 400-foot cliff there out there. So he'll give me a text, he said, when he has me in sight. So I have my notifications on today, so we'll pick that up. He says it was a little tough last time with the radio, and it would be easier for him to just text. You know, he's a kid, so. All right, so we're gonna go there. We're ready to go. So I'm gonna go ahead and launch the Fly app. The Mini, we're gonna basically do our range test today. Probably not gonna go more than just a couple of miles today. There's really no need for it to go anything but inside the pocket there. So there we go, we're on. Now we're gonna make sure we have a good clean signal. Make sure we have a nice, a calibrated drone and everything today to make sure everything's working. Oh wow, look at that. A little bit of little overexposed today. We dropped my EB down just a hair. Oh boy, yeah, it's so bright today this morning. Right there, that's pretty good. And all right, so it looks like we're ready to go. I don't see any. This is takeoff permitted. I don't see any issues with calibration, so we should be good. And I'm gonna keep in what I would consider to be within range control, and just get the beauty of this area as you experience a nice, beautiful long flight. And then of course I'll wait for Craig's text. When he texts me, we'll turn around and we'll do it that way today. I've been experimenting with different ways of running this flight, so to make it as safe as possible. All right, and it's a beautiful morning, blue sky, and there really isn't much going on. I've actually got a semi truck behind me that's decided to pull off here to enjoy the the view, because it is gorgeous here. So we're on a kind of a main drag, and people coming from Las Vegas will drive through here, and this truck driver probably has to make up for some time on his log. So all right, so here we go. Let's get this flight going. Let's get there we go. Here we go. All right, so this is where the fun begins, doesn't it? Let's see here, we get that right there. All right, now make sure we get face tracking. And I'll go ahead and record. We're recording 4K. And we'll just enjoy the flight this morning. Hopefully you can, you still, you know, I'm out of the picture. All right, let's make sure I'm over here. Yeah, this is probably better for you guys. Not necessarily for me, so let me move the camera over this way, as we are basically hauling out so I can see my drone better. All right, we're not going very fast today, so right there, and let's move it over this way. boy. Okay, all right, so all right, camera. You're gonna find me. And there we go. We are so high in altitude that it doesn't really require. There we go. Let's get that down there. Come on here. All right. There we go. All right. So that took a minute. Gosh almighty. So you know, this area you're really familiar with. I have not done any adjustments whatsoever. Now I am having trouble a little bit with my controller as far as finding a sweet spot for the forward lean of the drone. So there we go. There we go. All right. But we're going to take it easy today. We're not going to push it too much. Not going to do too much crazy stuff. There we go. I always try to get my body shading the controller. Hopefully we can keep our signal good. I'll bring it up a little bit. We're only about 100 feet up. It only takes 100 feet, since we are probably 80 or 90 feet above the edge of the cliff, which makes this really pretty much a nice place. It's a downward angle. So we're pretty good here. Here, I'm getting a little low, so let me just bring it up a little bit. There we go. Get the beam down there. Ooh, I always like to get the cliff as we go over the top. All right, look at that, how beautiful it is down there. That is gorgeous. Look at the fall colors down there. I'm gonna bring my altitude up. Remember, the money shot is the way back. As we're coming back, that's the true money shot here. And we're out about 5,000 feet at this point. A lot of people have complained and said, hey, you know, the screen capture is annoying, so I'm not going to do a screen capture. I'll just call out the distances. Everybody that has watched my channel is familiar with this place, so it should be pretty much as advertised. We're losing a little bit of signal. Have a little bit of signal loss. See if I can get it a little bit. There we go. I get really good signal right about there, and we're in the shadow of that cliff right there, and that'll give us a really nice reciprocal course. You hold up the controller just a little bit. It says hold me up a little bit. So I'm learning to adjust the controller. Now it's not totally flat. It doesn't like to be totally flat. It likes to be held up like about this. Man. I'll tell you when we get to each of our, now I'm shooting for that area right in front of me, and our signal is perfect, plenty of bars, 78% battery. I think that's kind of nice. People like to know my power consumption or power loss. And we're starting to go uphill again, upgrade. So what I'll do is I'll bring the drone up with that, so that'll help me keep my signal. My goal is about 12,000 feet. Changing some different angles here of the controller. Seems like the only thing that affects it positively is a little bit more altitude. I bring it up a little bit and it tends to find it and give me maximum distance coverage. So we're about to hit, there it is, there's the 10,000 foot range goal. So we're in really good shape here. Bring it up a little bit more. I'm trying to hit that sweet spot of, now we've got really good Wi-Fi video. And bring that down a little bit right there. So when we start coming back, we're getting to where Craig is right there. Craig is right on that bluff there. And I've been there before. And when he spots me, which he probably, oh, there I've actually got a message from him saying, hey, I see it. I've got, he's in visual. Thank you, Craig. And am I getting any I'm just looking to see if I'm getting any video lag at all. And I do now have the option to go in sport mode now to fight off any wind. Now it's saying we have a battery issue, so let's turn around and fly home and see what's up. It's saying low battery, and I shouldn't have a low battery. Let's go and let's get into sport mode. Oh boy, interesting. It says, well, what it's probably doing is it's telling me, hey, you have reached the point of safe return. So, of course, being the fearful Mavic Mini flyer, and I pretty much proved my point at over 12,000 feet in distance. We're just going to haul back on a reciprocal course. I have no faith in the messaging system that this drone gives me. So it tells me something, and I'm like, all right, I'm hauling back really fast. It's saying I got 58% battery, so I'm just hauling back. Now I'm going to slow it down a little bit and see if I can gain some. Of my time back here. 55%. It says I got 5 minutes of flight time. So I better get to the cliff. And I'm going to make sure I get plenty of height so I can clear it. Because I can go out there and retrieve it from the cliff. We should make it to the cliff. And I've got to bring her down, which will save me some energy. Great signal. Great signal. And I do have my return to home set for the altitude that I would need to get above that cliff down there. So it looks like we're going to do good. It looks like I'm gaining ground. Oh my Lord. Oh boy, that was nerve-wracking. Holy crap. Oh, 8 minutes. Now it's giving me more time. Oh boy. Guys, I'm back to the cliff again, and I kid you not, I was super nervous when it told me to return to home. I am like dropping battery big time because I am hauling butt because I'm so chicken. Gosh. Oh man. Oh. Here, let's turn into let's turn back into my my path here. But oh man. You can. I'm like flying like a. I'm flying like a scared chicken for sure. Oh man, that was nerve-wracking. Oh my gosh. Oh, guys, I'll tell you right now. I'm gonna slow it down now because my heart is racing. Oh, jeepers creepers. Oh, my heart is racing because I did not think I was going to make it back. I did not think I was going to make it back. Oh man. And a lot of people think that I'm kidding. You just don't know what it's like to hike that far. Oh man, and then use a GPS to find your drone. A lot of you guys you have no clue. Oh man. Oh, Craig. Oh man, I'll be interested to see what he says. Gosh almighty. He told me he had me in sight, and that was good. That was at about that's 10,000 feet. So we're just hauling butt home here, and I should be within sight. There we go. There I am. Oh man, it is always exciting flying here, and it is so beautiful. Look at this. I'm gonna hover a little bit. I got 23, maybe not. I got 30% battery. Oh, look at that. Look at how pretty it is out there. Man, I'm gonna do a little bit of I can crab, right? I can crab towards home as I'm freaking taking a shot. Oh, I can crab there. I can crab back to where I'm standing. Oh gosh almighty. Do a complete circle. And then we'll be into the sun here in a second. At least I'm coming back home. There I am. She should be coming right out of that point right over there. And we're plenty of height here. So hopefully I should turn into, I'm at 500 feet. So let me just get her around so I can see where I'm coming. Oh man. Oh. Now I lost my orientation. There I am right there. Oh boy. So let me get over the road, over this little where that truck is, and get out here. And 28% battery, 17 miles an hour. I'm in normal mode. Let's go down here and get a shot of the truck. And oh gosh almighty. Oh, another exciting dad random video for sure, let me tell you. There she is right there. Oh my gosh almighty. Oh, come over here. Come over here. You troublemaker, you. This sucker is the biggest troublemaker I have ever owned. I have never had more trouble. It basically dropped battery and said at like 68 or 9%, and it said, hey, probably based on I thought my settings though are like 10% of what my minimum battery sag. But anyway, let's put that up right there. Look at it drifting. It's doing a little drifting this morning too. What is it drifting for? Quit drifting, Mini. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and stop recording, but Mavic Mini or the Mini 2 making another glorious flight of distance. I definitely would say do not, I would not fly any further than, I'm doing a little bit of loiter time, and you need that. I would say not to fly further than 12,000 feet maximum range in the perfect conditions. I would keep it right there. There's really no need to go further than 10,000 feet, which is a safe mark. I'll put up the meters in a minute, but yeah, she was. Let me just go ahead and land here. All right, and you got to be easy on her because she's a delicate tool. But oh man, I don't know right now if it's FPV that gives me a heart attack more than the Mavic Mini. I'm still trying to figure that out right now. And once again, more drama. Started out with 98% battery. Ended my flight with 20%. So 20%. So she went down to 20. That will be interesting for you guys to watch. I did get some errors, and like I said, the error I got was just a typical battery error, saying, "Hey, I'm gonna land. I'm not gonna land. I'm gonna start returning to home," which is a fail-safe. And I believe it's definitely, the fail-safe is extra fail-safe. But that'll be an interesting video for a lot of you guys to watch. And be quite honest, my heart is still it's still basically going. I almost had to do a massive hike, because when I was hitting the cliff again, I was looking at the battery still sagging, and the computer didn't give me any leeway until about the time I pulled back on the stick a little bit and didn't punch full forward. That allowed me to gain a little bit more on the computer. It seems like it takes a little bit of time for the computer to really determine your distance and flight time. It seems like there was a little lag time there, but I'm not disappointed at all. I mean, this is going to be amazing 4K footage, and I can't you can't deny controllability. I had no problems controlling at that distance. I was in complete control. It'll be interesting to see what Craig has to say about it from his standpoint. You know, when he's looking at it through his binoculars, he can see what it's doing. He can, he usually texts me and he says, well, it was kind of interesting because it was doing this or doing that. So it'll be really interesting. Let's see if it, he's texting me now on here. I can, what's he saying? He's saying he said you turned around like you were afraid of something. And I'm like, yeah, I was afraid. Here, let me text him back. Hold on here. Oh gosh, Craig, he's so funny. Oh, dude, man, I got next to Kai, Craig is just freaking fantastic. What a great friend. He texted me. I'm going to tell him you should have warned me that the Mini was. Anyway, guys, for Dad Random and the Mavic Mini, I've already got her strapped up and ready to go. And of course, the new controller. It's like I said, it seems like this angle here tends to be a better angle than straight down for some reason. I don't know. I don't understand how the configuration of the antenna is, but it seems like when I moved it up, I got a little bit better signal. Maybe I'm getting the very bottom of the wide band, but prove me wrong on that one. I don't turn this off here, but all right. So at the glorious Badlands here of, I call this Anasazi Ridge, one of the greatest spots to do a range flight. Perfect, beautiful morning. Dad Random, Southern Utah, showing off his DJI Mavic Mini, or Mini 2, and what a miracle of drone technology. I would say that the Mini 1 has a similar ability, because I was out this far with the Mini 1. It just can't get back because of the power issue. And this proved that with just a little more power, I could gain more ground and get to a point where I was safe to basically either land, crash, or put it down in a place where I could easily hike and get it. Which is, something that if you do fly drones, you're going to run into at some time. You're going to end up having to get it. It's really important that you have an idea where you can set it down, where it's safe to set it down. I have a really nice, oh wow, you see way out there? Craig is flashing me with his phone. I got that on film, so I'll show you that. Hopefully you can see that. It was a very bright light out there. What happens is his motorcycle headlamp picks up the sun, and it's basically the sun is this way, and so yeah, that was cool. That was cool. All right. So for Dad Random, the Mini 2, and of course, it is what it is. It tells the story that it tells, and I think the story is a good story. I think it's a great story. I think you can count on this drone to come home from at least 12,000 feet, and I wouldn't go on any further. There's no reason to, not at all. So don't do that. You don't need to. You don't need to set up elaborate range flights. Just fly within your means. Stay close to where you're at. Normally I would come here and just fly the ridge, and that's it. That's all I need. That's the most beautiful shot, flying that ridge. So later, and bye, Dad Randy.